You're someone from a developing country like I was when I left Iran at 23, this video is especially for you. I want to share the experience I've gained, the challenges I faced, and the lesson I learned so you can make the most of your journey. Grab a coffee like me, sit back, and let's dive in. If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with like-minded friends. We're building a community here and you are part of it. The first reason why you should study abroad is simple. It forces you to become confident and independent. Think about it like leaving your family, your friends, the familiar food, and your comfort zone behind. You might step into a place where everything from the language to the street signs is unfamiliar. I still remember the day I landed at Arlanda airport in Sweden in 2010. My father, God rest his soul, had toughened me up in his way. Before I left, he told me, "You're on your own, kid. No one's going to hold your hand." At the time, I thought I was prepared. I was preparing for almost 2 years in Iran for this. But let me tell you, as soon as I stepped off that plane, I felt like a lost puppy. I couldn't even find my way to the train station to head to Linköping City. It might sound funny now, but back then it was terrifying. I was a 23-year-old nerd kid with zero international experience. I realized quickly that no one was going to figure out my finances, my health, or my social life for me. I had to become the captain of my own ship. And yes, I made miscalculation along the way. I ran out of money. I made poor decisions, but every stumble was a lesson. If you are willing to embrace the discomfort, you'll come out the other side stronger, wiser, and a hell of a lot more confident in yourself. Now, let's talk about the second reason, something I call the broadening of your perspective. When you study abroad, you might meet people who think, act, and reason differently than you. It's like someone hands you a pair of new glasses. Suddenly, you see the world through a different lens. During my studies, I met people from all over the globe, different religions, ideologies, and backgrounds. I had conversations that challenged everything I thought I knew. For me, it was an awakening. I had heated debates about freedom of speech, democracy, and human rights, topics I'd never questioned growing up. Some conversations were also, in my opinion, were enlightening for others. Some classmates couldn't tell the difference between Iran and Iraq. They even asked me if I spoke Arabic. I laughed it off, but those interactions taught me that we all live in our own bubbles. It's not just about being challenged though, it's about growing. As the saying goes, when stones clash, they become smoother. And trust me, studying abroad will smooth out your rough edges. And while not every conversation was a life-changing epiphany, each one helped me reflect, calibrate, and broaden my worldview. Reason number 3, you'll discover who you really are. Back in Iran, I grew up in a culture where certain things were just off limits. You didn't question them. Religion, traditions, authority. These were untouchable. But moving to Sweden, a place so open, so free, felt like diving headfirst into an ocean of possibilities. I started questioning everything. What do I believe in? What do I want? What do I not want? I tried things I'd never dreamed of, enjoying a drink, music festival with friends, and finding new hobbies like weightlifting. It's like being handed a blank canvas, and you are the artist. You get to paint your life with new ideas, new experiences, and new habits. And here is the thing. Some people stick to their old ways, and that's fine. Others like me morphed into someone new. I realized I could question what I've been taught, let go of what didn't serve me, and embrace what felt authentic. Self-awareness is powerful. It's not just about changing who you are, it's about understanding why you think the way you do. And once you gain that clarity, you start making decisions that align with the person you truly want to become. This one's a biggie. Studying abroad teaches you about your place in the world. When I first moved to Europe, I thought I had all the answers. I was 23, opinionated, and let's be honest, a little full of myself. I had opinions on everything from politics to culture, and I thought I knew it all. But then reality hit. You start talking to people from other countries, hearing their stories and learning about their cultures. And you realize how little you actually know. You're no longer the center of the universe. Your country isn't the only one with a rich history, and your perspective isn't the only one that matters. For me, it was humbling. I went from thinking I was a know-it-all to realizing I was just scratching the surface. My classmate would talk about cities, foods, or historical events, cultures I'd never heard of. I'd secretly take mental notes and Google them later just to keep up. And let me tell you, that feeling of being curious rather than certain, it's life-changing. I become better at listening, at learning, and appreciating other people's perspective. And when you start to understand where you fit in this vast, diverse world, you also realize how much beauty there is in the differences. Another reason to study abroad? The flexibility to learn and grow, both inside and outside the classroom. Let me give you an example. In my master program in Sweden, only approximately 25% of the final grade came from the final exam. The other 75%, group projects. This meant I wasn't just sitting in the lectures, I was working with other students, managing my time, and learning how to collaborate with people from all over the world with different values, expectation in life. And here is the best part. Because the system wasn't crushing me with weekly assignment, I had time to travel several European countries, pick up hobbies, and try new things. I started weightlifting, and by the time I finished my master's, I gained a solid 3 kilos of muscle. That's right, studying abroad made me both wiser and stronger. The point is, you're in charge of how you spend your time. You will have plenty of time in Europe and especially in the Nordics. I can tell you from experience, you can learn beyond the textbooks, explore new hobbies, develop soft skills like teamwork, and grow into a more well-rounded person. Of course, let's not forget the obvious. Studying abroad gives you hard skills that shape your professional life, your degree, your qualifications, and your expertise. These are the tools you will use to build your career. But let me be honest with you, 8 years after completing my PhD, I realized the hard skills I gained were only a small part of the transformation. Yes, my education got me where I am professionally today, but it's the life experience that made me who I am today. Life isn't just about your job. It's about how you think, how you grow, and how you connect with others. Studying abroad probably is going to challenge you to look beyond the obvious. It pushes you to adapt, to reinvent yourself, and to take charge of your future. And here's the truth. If you are open to it, this experience can transform you, not just as a student, but as a human being. So if you're lucky enough to have the opportunity to study abroad, take it. Yes, It will be uncomfortable. Yes, it will challenge you, but it also change you in ways you can't even imagine. You'll gain confidence, broaden your perspective, become more self-aware, and learn to appreciate your place in the world. And here is the best part. You don't have to figure it out right away. You just have to take the first mental step. Because the moment you do, you're opening yourself up to a journey that's as exciting as it is transformative. In the next video, I'll talk about financial side of studying in Europe, how to make this transformative experience affordable and lucrative for your future. So if you are serious about studying abroad, subscribe and turn on notifications. And don't forget to drop your response to this question. What is the biggest fear or challenge you have about studying abroad? I love to hear your thoughts, and who knows, maybe your question will inspire others in this community. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and I see you next time.